There is a quiet freedom that appears the moment you stop trying to command every detail of existence. It does not arrive with noise or force. It comes softly, like a breath you did not know you were holding finally released. When you stop gripping the future with anxious hands, life begins to move again. Worry, despite how convincing it feels, is nothing more than a cage built from shadows and imagination. It traps you in days that have not arrived, steals strength from the present, and convinces you that peace is something you must earn later. Yet peace has always been here. It lives beneath the tension. When you begin to trust the rhythm of life instead of wrestling with it, a subtle shift occurs. The current changes direction. Life stops pushing against you and begins to move with you. This is not because you forced harmony, but because you finally created space for it. In that space, ancient wisdom becomes alive. Buddhist teachings were never meant to be rigid ideas. They are living reminders, gentle yet powerful, guiding the mind away from fear and back into calm awareness. What follows are timeless lessons, spoken not as commands, but as invitations to step out of worry and into the peace that has been waiting all along. Lesson 1 begins with understanding fear itself. Fear is a seed. Whatever you plant in the mind becomes the world you experience. In Buddhist understanding, the inner state shapes perception. Fear is not just an emotion, it is a lens. When you look through it constantly, reality bends and distorts. The more you fear an outcome, the more you live as if it has already happened. Without noticing, you start breathing life into what you dread. Imagine fearing the loss of stability. That fear enters your actions. You hesitate, you doubt yourself, you pull back. Your energy tightens, clarity fades, and slowly, almost invisibly, you move closer to the very situation you feared. The same pattern appears in relationships. Fear of abandonment can lead to clinging, suspicion, and emotional tension. That tension creates distance. What feels like fate turning against you is often fear shaping behavior from the inside. Buddhism teaches that the mind is like soil. It does not judge what you plant, it simply nurtures it. Seeds of fear grow into anxiety. Seeds of calm grow into clarity. You are the one who chooses what takes root. This does not mean denying difficulty or pretending life is perfect. It means redirecting attention from imagined danger to present awareness. When fear arises, pause, breathe. Ask yourself whether this thought creates peace or fuels panic. You are not powerless. You are shaping an inner landscape every moment. And when that landscape changes, the outer world responds naturally. As fear loosens its grip, life softens. Paths open. Flow returns. Lesson 2 reveals a deeper truth about strength. In the modern world, strength is often confused with control. Control of time, control of outcomes, control of people. Push harder, plan more, hold tighter. Yet Buddhist wisdom offers a different definition. True strength is not found in tightening the grip, it is found in letting go. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means releasing the illusion that you can command every outcome through force alone. In Buddhist thought, surrender is a sacred act. You do what is yours to do with care and integrity, then you step back with trust. You allow life to respond. Imagine holding water in your palm. The tighter you squeeze, the faster it escapes. When the hand is open, the water rests there naturally. This is surrender. Not passive, not careless, simply open. It is a quiet confidence that says you have done your part and now you trust the unfolding. When interference stops, energy returns. The mind clears. You notice opportunities that anxiety once hid. Support appears from unexpected places.
Life begins to cooperate instead of resist. Surrender is not an ending, it is the beginning of freedom. And in that freedom, power is not lost, it is rediscovered. Lesson 3 brings the mind back home. Anxiety lives in tomorrow, peace lives now. Buddhist wisdom reminds us that anxiety cannot exist in the present moment. It survives only in projection, what might happen, what could go wrong, what is feared ahead. When anxiety appears, notice where the mind travels. It rushes forward, building stories, replaying possibilities, dragging awareness into futures that do not yet exist. While attention lives there, the present is abandoned. But the present moment is the only place life actually happens. This breath, this sensation, this quiet second. Here you are alive, you are breathing, you are grounded, you are enough. Mindfulness is the practice of returning again and again. Each return weakens anxiety because there is nothing chasing you now. The mind may shout, but the present whispers. And when you listen, you realize peace was never missing, it was only covered by noise. Lesson 4 invites you to question imagined burdens. Much of what weighs on the heart never becomes real. Buddhist insight gently reminds us that imagination is often the greatest source of suffering. The mind writes stories endlessly. Most of them never happen. People lose sleep over conversations that never unfold badly. They brace for storms that never arrive. Fears are carried like invisible stones, heavy and unnecessary. Worry distorts scale. Distant possibilities feel immediate and threatening. Yet a thought is not a command. Just because it appears does not mean it deserves belief. The mind creates narratives, but you do not have to live inside all of them. When anxiety spirals, pause and ask if what you fear is happening now or if it is only a thought. Often you will see you have been fighting shadows. Reality is usually far kinder than imagination. Returning to the present dissolves imagined fears. Life becomes lighter, clarity returns. Peace grows not by changing the future, but by releasing false stories about it. Lesson 5 speaks to faith. Control and faith cannot fully coexist. The tighter you grip outcomes, the further trust fades. Trying to manage every detail sends a quiet message that life cannot be trusted. This tension creates exhaustion. Control offers the illusion of safety, but beneath it is fear. Faith is different. Faith says you will act where you can and release what you cannot command. It allows effort without obsession. In Buddhism, this is called non-attachment. You plant the seed, you care for it, you do not pull it from the soil to make it grow faster. Growth requires trust in unseen roots. Ask yourself if you are holding so tightly that breathing feels difficult. Letting go is not failure, it is alignment. It is the doorway to peace.
Lesson 6 reveals how growth truly begins. Worry slowly shrinks life. It starts as caution, then becomes limitation. Goals feel risky, expression feels dangerous. The heart closes to avoid pain. Worry does not protect, it restricts. Life expands through release. When fear loosens, courage has room to rise. Creativity returns. Joy becomes possible again. Letting go is not passive, it is brave. Imagine standing in a river. When you try to hold the water, it escapes. When you float, the river carries you. The same is true for life. Resistance creates struggle. Trust creates movement. Ask yourself how much energy is spent worrying about what cannot be controlled. What if that energy was used to create, connect, and live fully? When you stop forcing life into rigid plans and begin moving with its rhythm, support appears naturally. Lesson 7 brings everything together.
Life flows best when interference ends. Control creates resistance. Gripping creates chaos. Stepping back with trust allows natural order to reveal itself. We are taught that control equals safety, yet constant interference drains energy and clouds judgment. Buddhism offers a gentler path. When you stop forcing, life unfolds with wisdom beyond planning. Like a river navigating obstacles, your life finds its way when fear stops blocking the current. Think of moments you tried to force outcomes and watched them fall apart. Then remember times you allowed things to unfold. How often did ease replace struggle? Overthinking is like stirring calm water. It creates confusion where clarity once existed. Removing control allows the current to settle. Letting go does not mean indifference. It means acting where action matters and releasing the rest. Growth has its own pace. When rushed, it breaks. Picture holding a butterfly. Closed fingers crush it, and open palm allows it to stay or return. Goals and relationships require the same space. As control loosens, life begins to support you. Timing aligns, solutions appear, the weight lifts, breath deepens, peace returns. At the root of interference is fear. Fear of failure, fear of loss, fear of not being enough. But life does not demand perfection, it asks for trust. You are not here to control every moment. Sometimes your role is to show up fully and allow the story to form. Choose one area where you are gripping too tightly. Imagine loosening that hold. Space appears, flow returns. Buddhism reminds us that life is not something to conquer, it is something to move with. You cannot command the ocean, but you can learn its rhythm. When control ends, freedom begins. What you release often grows on its own. You do not need all the answers. Take one honest step forward. Breathe. Trust. Let today mark the beginning of a softer way of living. Release one worry. Trust one unknown. Watch what opens. Life is not a battle to win. It is a rhythm to feel. Caring with clarity. Acting with presence. Letting go with peace. Your strength is alignment, not control. Trust your timing. Move gently. When interference ends, clarity, peace, and purpose return. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for allowing these teachings to reach you. If this message resonated, subscribe to the channel, support it with a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and thank you sincerely for watching.